Denzel Washington has joined the cast of an upcoming Netflix crime thriller, continuing a trend in the actor's legendary career. Washington is one of the most accomplished actors ever. He's a 9-time Academy Award nominee, winning twice for his performances in Training Day and Glory. At 70, he's still taking on new challenges in his career. He was never known for starring in major franchises, but he recently changed that with prominent roles in the Equalizer franchise and Gladiator 2. He's also supposedly joining the MCU in Black Panther 3, which still needs an official green light from Marvel. He has also adapted to the shifting trends within Hollywood. While a theatrical run was the most popular distribution, things have changed since the emergence of streaming. Many stars have moved into the streaming world, starring in films that skip the theatrical experience and going directly to streaming. Washington hasn't shied away from this new method of distribution, and his new film, Here Comes the Flood, is a first in his career, but brings attention to a recent trend in his career. Here Comes the Flood is Denzel Washington's first starring Netflix movie in his career. Washington has been involved in other Netflix projects, but in a different role. Washington has signed on for Netflix's Here Comes the Flood, a Simon Kinberg crime thriller with City of God's Fernando Meirelles attached to direct. The flight actor joins a cast that includes Robert Pattinson and Daisy Edgar-Jones. The project has been in development since 2020, when Netflix picked up the original screenplay. The film went through many creative changes but survived its development purgatory and will be made with star talent. Here Comes the Flood will be the first Netflix original film starring Washington. He has been involved in other Netflix projects as a producer, including 2024's The Piano Lesson and 2020's Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, which included Academy Award-nominated performances from Chadwick Boseman and Viola Davis. It's unknown if the film could get some form of theatrical release, but Netflix tends to keep things exclusive to its service. Denzel Washington's new movie continues his recent streaming trend. Washington is adding more streaming movies to his filmography. Streaming is a new premiere destination for Hollywood's biggest stars. Many are still hesitant about ditching the theatrical experience, but the industry is currently moving in this direction and actors don't want to get left behind. Still, Washington is a renowned actor who can essentially do whatever he wants. However, he has embraced a few recent streaming projects, and Here Comes the Flood is the latest, continuing a recent trend in his career. Previously, Washington starred in 2021's The Tragedy of Macbeth, written, directed, and produced by Joel Cohen. The film was distributed by Apple Original Films and was released on Apple TV+ shortly after a limited theatrical release. However, it turned out well for Washington, who received an Academy Award nomination for his performance as Macbeth. Later this year, the actor is starring in another film for Apple TV+, a new Spike Lee joint called Highest to Lowest. This film is also getting a limited release but will be widely released on Apple's streaming service on September 5, 2025. Here Comes the Flood is a game-changer for Denzel Washington's career. Washington is embracing new forms of media late in his career. Denzel Washington as Macronus looking serious in Gladiator 2. Washington's addition to Here Comes the Flood shows the veteran actor has no plans of slowing down. Netflix is still the biggest streamer on the market, and it shows he is embracing streaming, even at a later stage in his career. It also gives him a chance to work with Pattinson and Edgar-Jones, two of Hollywood's biggest stars. Pattinson is currently starring in the Batman films and Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey, and Edgar-Jones is coming off of the lead role in Twisters. The film itself sounds exciting, presenting the opportunity for a massive hit for Netflix. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Here Comes the Flood is being described as an unconventional heist movie about a bank guard, a teller, and a master thief in a deadly game of cons and double crosses. It's uncertain who Washington is playing, but crime thrillers are a genre he has specialized in, and it's great to see him returning for another. The actor has hinted at retiring in the past, but it's good to know he isn't planning on stopping anytime soon.